Hello everyone, welcome to my class. Now to continue with the third chapter of class 10 history, that is nationalism in India. Let me remind you, we are discussing some of the important years, dates and the developments that took place on those years and dates, right? And it is very essential to know about these, reason being when to understand, for a better understanding of a political history, especially the time period of Indian freedom struggle, we need to know the events in proper chronological order, because one event, one incident, one development is related with another, right? Till so far in the previous videos, I have discussed till the non-cooperation movement. I have told you about how the movement started. It took different shapes in the towns and cities and in the countrysides. What were the purpose of launching this movement, aims, right? And the features of this movement. Right now, how the movement came to an end, that also I have told you in the Chauri Chaura incident, the violent incident that took place in Chauri Chaura, killing 22 policemen. Due to this, somewhere Gandhiji was hurted by this, because he was totally against of the violence, right? So he decided to withdraw this movement. So he called off the non-cooperation movement due to the Chauri Chaura incident. Chauri Chaura is very important from map point of view, right? Now to carry it on further, the significance of the non-cooperation movement. What was the significance? Though Gandhiji left this movement or withdraw this movement in between, it was the target, the aim of this movement was not totally fulfilled, and he decided to withdraw the movement, right? But the significance of this movement in the Indian history was that first time people were mobilized under one leadership. Gandhiji appeared as a centralized figure, and his philosophy, his ideas started influencing the people. They got inspiration from him, right? And mass scale movement was organized for the first time. Various things that happened during the movement became the symbol of this movement, like using of khadi, charkha, and khadi and charkha depicting in the tricolor flag became the symbol of the progress. Reason being, he wanted to promote the indigenous industries, and he wanted the Indians should perform some skill labor in their day-to-day life. This will help in reducing our dependency on the foreign products, right? And moreover, by doing this, we will give a boost to our own industries, our own products. This will help in improving the Indian economy, right? And somewhere the British trade, or the interest that the Britishers were having in India, that will be destroyed if the Indians will boycott the foreign products, right? So these became a important symbol of progress for the society. And by doing this, he wanted to support the Swadeshi cause, means promoting indigenous products, industries. Satyagraha emerged as an important philosophy, where his philosophy of Satyagraha, inspiring people across India, started supporting the Indian National Congress, right? And it appeared to be a powerful weapon against the British government, their wrong policies. It helped in re-establishing the unity between Hindu and Muslim. And this was one of the aim of launching this movement, to re-establish the unity, because a non-cooperation movement giving support to the Khilafat movement, which were led by the Muslim community, helped in rebuilding a unity between the two major communities of India. So this was important significance of the non-cooperation movement. Now carry it on further. What other developments were taking place during the same year, that is in the year 1922? Swaraj Party was formed. A different party was formed by C.R. Das and Motilal Nehru. Now C.R. Das and Motilal Nehru, such leaders few leaders were there in the Congress who wanted that Congress should now take entry into the leaders should now take entry into the legislative council. When the Indians will hold the positions post in the government administration, then they can keep their demand, they can or present their viewpoint directly to the government, right? So such leaders were called the changers, right? And there were leaders who didn't like this idea, because who formally believed that we need to boycott the foreign institution, foreign government, foreign products. Indian leaders should not be part of the British government. So such leaders were called no changers. So the pro-changers who were having a divergent view, who wanted to be part of the British government, so that the Indian leaders should get a direct experience of how the government works actually, and to keep the demand of Indians directly in front of the government. Such leaders separated from the Indian National Congress and they formed the Swaraj Party. Right, so this is how Swaraj Party was formed, with this aim that the party will going to participate in the election and will going to hold post in the government government departments. Right. Now, in the 1928, Simon Commission reached India. Though the decision of sending Simon Commission by the British Parliament was taken in the year 1927, but this commission reached India. It was a commission of 6 members, which was headed by Sir John Simon, and that is why the commission named after his name. It was called Simon Commission. The purpose of sending this commission to India was to introduce certain changes in the British administration, British Indian administration, right? So the commission, when commission reached India, when the news came that this commission is coming to India, the Indians sitting in the government legislative assemblies, they opposed this commission. Because there was a reason, strong reason, that if the Britisher wanted to improve their administration in India, then they should include the Indians in the commission, because Indians know our condition better than the foreigners. So they opposed this. There were not a single Indian was taken into this commission. So when the Simon Commission reached India, wherever in whichever place it went, it was opposed by the people. People holding black flags, showing black flags, and using the slogan "Simon Go Back." This was the kind of treatment given to this commission, right? And to control such a situation, lathi charge and police take severe action. How the people were demonstrating against the commission, and in one such demonstration, when lathi charge was done by the British police force, Lala Lajpat Rai got injured and he died in this incident, right? So this was about the Simon Commission. Now, in the year 1929, this is a very, very, very important year. The annual session of Indian National Congress was held in Lahore. Remember, we are talking about India before independence, when Pakistan was a part of India, right? So as it was prior decided by the Indian National Congress that they'll be having sessions in different parts of India, so that they can mobilize the people, so that they can include the people of different regions. So accordingly, they organized this session in Lahore, and in this session Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru was the president of the Congress, right? He headed this session. Now this session is of great importance in Indian history, because 2 resolutions were passed in this session. One was that Purna Swaraj, or the complete independence, gaining complete independence became the prime aim, became the ultimate aim of the Congress decided that now Congress will fight for the complete independence, no more compromise on this point, right? So this became the ultimate aim of the Congress. The second resolution was that they decided that they need to show their stand to the Britishers. So what they decided that the coming 26th January, means the coming 26th January in the next year, usually the Congress session, yearly sessions were held at the end of the years, means in probably in December's, right? So they decided that the coming 26th January in 1930 was will be celebrating our first Independence Day, right? And what they have decided in this session, they have actually done that on 26 January 1930. The Congress leaders, the Indians, have celebrated their first Independence Day under the Britishers, to make them aware of the fact that now we Indians are fighting for the complete independence, for Purna Swaraj. The slogan of Purna Swaraj was adopted, and from Lahore to the entire northern region, people hosted the tricolor flag and Vande Mataram. They sung this. So this was the activities that were done by the leaders and the local people at that time, and the result was that most of the Congress leaders were arrested for this. Right now, this date was registered in the history of India, and the importance of this date to remember every time when India became independent, the Indian government decided that to celebrate this date every year, what they have done, they have adopted the Indian Constitution on the same date, 26th January 1950, and this was done just to remember it every time. So India became republic on 26th January, right? So this is of great importance, and that is why Lahore session is very important from map point of view. So this is all about the significance of non-cooperation movement, about the Simon Commission, about the Lahore session. Please make your notes. Whatever your views are, your comments, please do write it in the comment section. Like, share and review, and subscribe my channel. Thank you.